That's new. It's never said that before. What the heck?
Hi guys.
That's gonna pop out. I probably have to edit that out because that's
Don't, because that is hilarious.
what if
I
it's
wonder
not
if it
even
comes up.
I wonder if that's only like to let us know and then it doesn't actually put that in the recording.
I don't think it puts it in the recording. That is
That's so scary.
and if it doesn't, hi guys.
What's
We're
up?
being Zoom. Just did this weird thing and something came up saying this meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, it was so loud out of nowhere. It was creepy.
I'm just scared.
It's never done that before.
Hi.
It
Happy
has,
June.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks, I feel like, since we last recorded.
It's been a long time.
We've just had a lot of stuff come up. Life's been busy.
That's been a handful in a good way. How about for you? What's new with you?
So I'm starting something new, business wise. I'm going to, I don't want to like say too much because like, they say it's better to keep things on the down low until it's actually happening. So I'm just going to use my newfound skills that I learned working with my mentor, like copywriting stuff and like the more business side of things. I'm going to like pursue that in the meantime. And then speaking wise, I came to the decision that once schools open back up again in the fall, I'm going to go and focus on getting testimonials from like teachers or students and going and speaking at different schools and classrooms, still in the classrooms, and focus on building that up there. And then next year, 2022, is when I'll start charging and like seeking actual paid speaking engagements. But I think I don't really have much case studies right now for the speaking, so I need to build that up. So I'm going to do that. And then in the meantime, since I still need to bring revenue into my business, I'm going to pursue like the more businessy side of things that I have learned, which is definitely new for me. And I've kind of been hitting some imposter syndrome stuff the past week or so because I'm just like, this is so weird because I never saw myself doing this. Like, I remember like before I was like, I don't want to do the whole business coaching thing. Like, that's not me. Like, I know I don't want to do it. And like, but now I'm just like, okay, I've learned so many things already. Like, why won't I share this with people who are just starting out because I wanted to know this when I was in their spot. And I'm not gonna do coaching. Oh, God, no, that's not me. I'm so glad I realized that. But eventually my goal is to create like a course around like copywriting and like more like I guess business 101 stuff and sell that. So I am working towards that, building that up. So I am.
Love that. And how do you have you been dealing with imposter syndrome? If you can give us a few tips, because I've definitely been there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, when I feel it, I just remind myself like, you know what? Everybody feels this when they're starting like something new or they're doing something that they really want for themselves. But, of course, our ego is going to come up, get in the way and be like, no, like, don't do that because it's trying to keep us safe and small. Um, so it helps just to remind myself of that. Like, it's normal to feel this way. Doesn't mean it's true. Like, it's just my mind trying to protect me from the unknown because our mind only likes what's familiar. So just reminding yourself that it's normal to not feel ready and normal to not feel like you are good enough or smart enough or all of those enoughs for the thing, while also knowing, you know what, though, I know my shit. I've been doing this for a while. I've learned a lot. I can help people because I only have to be 3 steps ahead of the person I'm trying to help. So,
You're too, honestly.
yeah.
I love that. Thank you. We need that.
Yeah.
Those negative thoughts, well, not negative, right? I'm learning not to label things as negative or positive.
Oh.
It just is. Those thoughts, because everything is perspective. That's why I'm trying not to like give it like such a negative or positive feeling. They're just things and they bring me emotion. I feel them. But just that we have to that we need to be aware that those thoughts are always going to be around,
Yeah.
that I'm not good enough and whatever, and they're here to teach us something, to make us feel a way. And at the same time, we have those thoughts that are like, I'm the shit, like I know this shit, and why not? So we
Exactly.
just have to like try to like always lean towards those thoughts that are very encouraging to us, and the thoughts that keep us confident. Because I even told you, Erica, that you're glowing. I don't know, you guys. If you guys are not following Erica, you should. I don't know why you're not. But she's like glowing lately, and you can tell that she's more aligned with what she's doing. Because I don't know, like even I believe a lot in like this what's the name body language,
Oh.
like how you present yourself even on social media, and you're like a total different person. You're happier. I
Whoa.
remember when you started doing this stuff with your ex, like coach or whatever. Remember that I was like, "This is not you."
Yeah. And I didn't want to hear it because I was like,
Did
no,
not want
like
to hear it.
this
And
is
you're
what
like, no,
I
but
hear.
I'm like, this is you. And now, like, I see such a difference. Like, this is you. You're doing things that are more in alignment. And
Mm-hmm.
we love to see that.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you. It's crazy. It honestly like it boggles my mind because my whole thing of like wanting to continue working with my mentor in that capacity was because I was just afraid of not knowing what I would do if I wasn't working with him, because I was finally like bringing at least some revenue into my business, and I was like, okay, if I step away from this, I go back to not making money, and I'm just like, what the heck am I going to do? And so, I don't know. It's just crazy like how the universe forced me out, and now I'm just kind of like figuring it out as I go, and I'm okay with it, and I'm like realizing, you know what? I am so fortunate and blessed to like get to be in a position where I cannot be making money and be okay because I still have the privilege of getting to live with my parents. And in the past, I would let that kind of like make me feel bad about myself and feel like, oh, I'm not far along enough yet, or like I should be able to support myself by now, and like I'm still living off of my parents, and like, I guess like just because society makes us feel like, oh, if we're not supporting ourselves and like living on our own by the time we're out of college, that we're like failing, it can kind of hold us back. But I've like come to just like, instead of feel bad about myself about it, just be grateful for it, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who would wish to have the kind of opportunity I have, where they don't have to worry about fully financially supporting themselves, and instead can focus on what it is they want to create for themselves and have that kind of time and space to do it, instead of having to work a full-time job while still trying to make their dreams happen, kind of a thing. So I've had a lot of change in perspective around it in the past year, which took a lot, because I used to, I don't know, I guess it was part of like also just feeling bad that not everybody has this kind of, privilege where their parents can still support them and it be okay. And I would feel bad for it because it's just like, I don't know, people kind of try to make you feel bad for it. Like society, like, I don't know, people like try to bring you down for it. But in reality, it's just because they're jealous or they want the same thing for themselves. And when they can't have it, they just lash out instead. So I don't know. It's been a lot of changing a perspective around what I have in my life and being grateful for it, instead of feel like I don't deserve it, I guess. I think that's what it was. I didn't feel deserving of getting to have it this, I guess, easy, quote unquote, like easy being that I don't have to like struggle, I guess, to financially support myself. But it's still difficult trying to do your own thing and build something up from nothing. But in that aspect. So yeah, there's been definitely a lot of internal changes that have happened at the same time. So
You just blew my fucking mind. You know why? Because I, everything happens in divine order. And
yeah.
I swear to God that we are exactly where we need to be. Because, this is crazy. I've been thinking, because I'm back in New York,
Mhm.
back at my parents.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I've been away for like about 6 months.
Yeah.
I was in Mexico. It's just, um, like living on my own, doing my own thing. And I'm back in New York. I've been here for like a week now, almost a week. Um, And I've had that two perspectives, but it's I'm fighting more the one that you just took. So
Yeah.
you just opened my mind to it a lot more, um, because I was being really hard on myself on some. I should have gotten back to my own place, or
Hmm.
should be in another position, or I should be making like a lot more, and all those thoughts. So you're saying that it reminded me of how blessed and lucky I am to still be able to be here with
Yeah.
my parents and have them alive and have them support me, um, and having that perspective,
Yeah.
because those other thoughts can eat your life.
They really
They
can.
can force you to do things that are not in alignment because you're doing everything out of fear and out of not feeling good enough,
Hmm.
not feeling worthy, and that sucks.
Yeah, definitely. I feel that. And yeah, that's like that's where the decision came out of when I was still working with my mentor and was like killing myself and out of alignment. Like I literally felt myself losing myself like towards the end there.
I was seeing you losing it.
Yeah, and it's because of that I was making that decision out of fear and, you know, self-deprecating, being like, "Oh, if you leave this, then what are you going to do? Like you're going to go back to not having anything going for you, and then what?" And it's just like because I feel like we also tend, especially us as threes, we have specific like views about ourselves and of ourselves, and it's just like, oh no, I'm the achiever, I'm supposed to be like killing it right now, and if I take a step back from that, then what does that say about me? Like, you know, you like we are our own biggest enemy sometimes, and it's just like,
All the time.
yeah, you we have to remind ourselves of the good things, like the positives of it, and how it is a blessing to still get to live at home with your parents, even if it's not what society says is right or okay. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I hate it. I hate the whole societal construct of what they make you believe you should be and should not be doing in your life by a certain time. It's annoying.
And it shows that we are doing the work. And I have to also give ourselves a pat in the back and on the shoulder and say we're able to be aware of this and recognize this because we're doing the work.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you and I know how easy it is to beat ourselves up
Oh God, yeah.
with the same shit, with the same why am I not where I need to be?
Oh, I'm not further along.
Why haven't I achieved X, Y, and Z and A again? You
Yeah,
know, it's so easy to go down the road.
yeah.
We have grown a lot in the past like 6 months.
We really have. Like I was about to say that I've noticed. Started taking. I guess I became aware about it the last couple weeks that I don't feel like I'm as hard on myself anymore. Like remember you would tell me a lot like you're beating yourself up or you're being so hard on yourself. You tell me that a lot before, and now I'm kind of just like, you know what? I'm really just like taking it easy on myself, and I'm not like beating myself up for it. Like past 2 weeks, my parents were out of town, and I I only worked maybe like 1 or 2 days out of the week each week, and I didn't beat myself up for it because I was enjoying myself and I was living in the moment, and I was like, you know, like it'll get done when it needs to get done, and I was also just kind of focusing on, you know, kind of going with the flow type of thing, and just like, you know, I met these new friends from this Facebook group I joined. It's just like I want to like make relationships with these people and like get to do stuff with them, so I'm not going to limit myself from that if that's what I want to do. um so
And
yeah.
look at the content that you uploaded. It was good. It came from you feeling good, and
Yeah.
it showed.
Yeah.
If you would have done it like because I really need to do this. I'm driving this yada yada. It wouldn't have had the same energy.
Right.
So you're coming from a place that I'm full. My cup is, and that's what it was. Your cup was not full before. And there was a podcast that I told you that I was like, this shit ain't for you.
I know, but I was just, I don't
Now
know.
you're pouring from a full cup.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel it. I feel like I'm so much happier and so much more like at peace within myself. It's crazy. It's insane.
Love that. I love that because that's what matters.
Yeah, it does. Like I think that was the whole lesson for me was that like no amount of money or job title was going to be worth my inner peace and happiness. Like I was so unhappy and just I was killing myself and it's just like that's not how I want to live. Like I think that's why I went through that cuz the universe had to show me,
Right.
yo, like what kind of life are you trying to live? And this is not
Don't
for
do
you.
that and kill yourself.
Yeah. Are you trying to actually enjoy your life and do something that is worthwhile? Or are you trying to kill yourself just for to have just to say, oh, I did this, or to be like, oh, I made this amount of money? Like, I really finally realized like money does not matter. Like, I don't care how much money I'm gonna be making. Like, yeah, I aspire to have like live abundantly and like have like a nice home and all that stuff, but I feel like as long as I'm happy internally, that's all that's gonna matter. Like the rest of it shouldn't matter as much. So
You're welcome. You keep giving life lessons after life lessons. And I think one of the things that, at least for me, and I know for you too, that have helped us, it's learning more about ourselves.
oh yeah.
That also brings out a peace of mind, knowing how like we operate and why, and stuff like that. And we spoken about like personality tests and shit that we do. I say shit a lot.
Mm.
And things that we do for ourselves. Like Eric and I love taking personality tests
Oh
and
yeah.
finding out things about ourselves. We're kind of addicted. And we took one, the Myers-Briggs. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. If you have, let us know what personality type you have. And I was reading mine. I'm the adventurer, and I was telling Erica that everything makes sense for me. I keep mentioning that I feel myself changing routes from what I'm doing
Hmm.
and wanting to like divert and just finding different layers of myself and doing something different. And once I read the description for let me pull it out because I don't know for my personality type, I was like, holy shit, that makes so much sense. So adventurers need more than just a job. Wealth, power, structure, advancement, and security are all lesser goals to adventure personality's greatest need. We need creative freedom. Adventurers crave a tangible outlet for their imagination, a chance to express themselves artistically. And this side likes to their passionate experiments. And whether they are aware or not, they're we own trendsetters.
Wow.
Yep. So they always want to do something different and they don't like 9 to 5s. They're
Yeah.
all cute forward.
Wow.
What's yours?
So mine is the advocate. It says that we tend to seek a career path that aligns with their values rather than what offers status and material gain, which I literally just like learned within the past few months and realized about myself. And it says,
Just
fortunately,
said it.
yeah, fortunately, people with this personality type are able to find work that suits them in just about any field. Um, in fact, many advocates have trouble deciding which job is best for them because they're able to imagine so many possibilities. And I can attest to this. That is a big yes for me because I have felt that way. Like, I feel like I can do, there's so much I can do. And it's just like sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do because I know there's so many different like possibilities with the kind of things I've learned and that kind of thing. So it says, these personalities may see 10 wildly different paths forward, each with its own set of rewards. Legit, yes. And then this can be exciting, but also stress inducing because picking just one means letting go of so many others. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I feel that because especially like once I had to start figuring out what I wanted to do next, once I stopped working with my mentor, that was the thing. I was like, okay, I have all of these different options that I could actually go after. So then it was just figuring out, okay, which one am I going to do? Like, because then, yeah, you're just kind of like, okay, but because then I'm going to have to let go of all this other stuff, even though it's still stuff I'm interested in. So, yeah, the whole thing about like, you got to focus on one thing at a time to be successful. Like, I hate that.
The achiever that kind of fucks with you because you want to do, I don't know you, but like you want to do so many different things
Yeah.
that I sometimes like I'm like, okay, we're not even finishing something. I'm like, okay, I want to do something else.
Yeah.
Like whatever's in my interest right now. But the little achiever in me is like, no, we need to finish this
Mm-hmm.
because you need to know that you did that, done that.
Yeah, you know you
So
finished.
I contradict myself so freaking much.
I feel that.
My body says one thing, like the whole you know your Veda, the dark, the doshas. I think
Uh-huh.
I made it.
I
I
think
think
I
I made
did
it.
take that. I
There
forgot
was
though.
Pita, Kapha, and Veda, and my mind is very Veda, which is very creative, very like airy, very like full of ideas, and my body is very Pita, very like let's take action, let's do this, like let's have structure. So my mind and my body are like a walking contradiction.
Yeah,
Sahara.
yeah, I know. I took it. I just don't know where it is.
Do you look for it in your email?
Yeah, I'm looking for it in my email.
You put dosha.
I did put dosha and like, but I'm on her email list, so a lot of
Oh,
Sahara
same.
stuff came up.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, guys, if you don't know, look for your. You can literally type like dosha quiz or
okay.
personal or type if you're interested in yours. I love taking this personality test because I'm always like, oh, wow, that is me. Or wow, how do they know me so well? Or like, wow, this makes so much sense. I feel like it also makes you more confident.
Yeah, I think so too. Like when I took the Myers-Briggs one, and it'll like tell you people that had the same like I guess personality as you. It'll tell you like people who are the same, and two of mine were MLK and Mother Teresa. So when I saw that, I was like, bruh, those people changed the fucking world. Like that means
Where
I
did you see that? Because I need to see that.
on the first page, I think.
Where it says introduction.
Yeah, you scroll down to the bottom. See, it says advocates you may know, MLK.
Oh, shit. Okay. Lana Del Rey.
Who?
Lana Del Rey.
Oh, cool.
And oh, who is this? John Cook and Avril Lavigne and
Oh,
Kevin Costner and Frida Kahlo
look at that.
and Britney Spears and Michael Jackson and Jessica Alba.
That's cool. Yeah, mine are my first three. It says MLK, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Marie Kondo. I don't know who that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Marie Kondo is the Japanese. I think she's Japanese. The lady that she cleans apartments and stuff. She's in Netflix. Marie Kondo. She organizes. She's
Mm-mm.
really good at being a minimalist or whatever.
No idea. And then it also says Lady Gaga, Nicole Kidman,
Oh shit! I love that.
Morgan Freeman,
No,
Golf, Goth, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. That's funny. And then yeah, I don't know who the other people are. That's pretty cool.
Was an adventure. They
Yeah,
describe her as the fiercest adventurer.
you are.
No, not me, Frida Kahlo.
Oh,
The more you know, because you also feel certain, like identify with like certain people more than others, and then things start to make sense.
yeah,
It shows you that yes, we are unique, but also we are. There's a lot of things that always unite us.
exactly. It says that advocates are the rarest personality types of all. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's
I'm unique.
you are unique. You're gonna change the world.
I feel that. Like I feel that. Like I tell myself that all the time. Like that's my goal. Like I want to change the world. And it's just like I remind myself of the quote what people I think it's like the people crazy enough to believe that they can change the world are the people that do. So
I believe that too.
that's true. Like people might think I'm crazy if I say that, but I mean if I believe it's possible, then it is.
I used to say that I wanted to change the world. Now I'm saying that I want to change my world,
Mm,
and I don't worry about the world because I'm learning. I don't know if I told you that I started like going to therapy, and
yeah.
I'm learning so much about myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, it's true what they say that when you want to be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. You have
So
to.
if I'm not willing to look like within and really like find out why I do the things that I do,
Mm-hmm.
then it can't really help much. But I'm doing it in the process.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they say if you want to change your world, you have to change yourself first. Like, I feel that.
Or at least be like aware of your own
Yeah,
something else that you bring.
be on that self-development journey and all that.
I think helps. Everything else.
hmm
Any plans for like the summer?
So as I mentioned on my Instagram stories last week, I set my intentions for the summer, which I've never done that. I've never like been the kind of person to be like to set intentions for like a certain month or a time frame, I guess. So I decided to for the summer just cuz I think I've just started like realizing how much power intentionality has in your life. So um, I decided that my intentions for this summer are to focus on having fun and being free, like granting myself the kind of freedom that I want and deserve and to have fun with it, just to have as much fun as I can this summer. That's my goal. Especially after the freaking year that we've had and like I'm just ready to be out and have fun during the summer, which I've that's something that I realized about myself too. The past year was I feel like I still am more of a homebody than I am like the type of person to like go out a lot and all that stuff. But I realized like last year when we were in quarantine, I was just like, I guess like once that was taken away from you, I was like, dude, I miss that so much. Like I just want to be able to go out and have fun now. Now that I can't, that's all I want. So now like I've realized like I can be both. Like on this thing too, the Myers-Briggs thing, it also I'm like 50-50 with introversion and extroversion. I'm 51% introverted and 49% extroverted. So I can do both. Like it's so easy for me to switch between the two. So I feel like right now at this time in my life, like I just find myself wanting to go out. Like I just want to go out and have fun on the weekends. And when before I wasn't like that, like I was cool with just staying in all the time and like, doing my own thing. But now I'm just like, I don't know, it's just like a different time in my life where I'm just like, I just want to go out and have as much fun as I possibly can. Like, I'm,
Shows.
yeah. So, yeah. So
Keeping you happy.
that's my plans for this summer. Go out and have fun, go dancing, make new friends, and continue nurturing the relationships I do have out here and the ones I've new friends I've made and that kind of thing. So
Okay.
yeah. What about you?
I'm going to Hawaii in 2 weeks for my
Shut
birthday.
the fuck up. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a week for my birthday.
That's
I'm
so
super
cute.
excited.
Is
Um,
that your first time going?
yeah, my first time.
Which island are you going to?
Honolulu, Waikiki.
Okay, yeah.
Honolulu.
Beautiful though.
Um, have you been there?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Hawaii in 2016 and it was cool because we flew into Waikiki and we stayed there a couple days and then we took a cruise that took us to the other islands. So I got to see the Big Island, Kauai, and Maui.
Did you stay?
No, because we stayed on the boat. We stayed on the cruise.
Was it a 1 day thing?
I think we were in Maui 2 days. I think it was about 2 days per island because it was a
Hmm.
week, I think. But yeah, my favorite was Maui. Maui's beautiful.
I want to go to Maui so bad, but because of COVID, things
Uh,
have changed. And if for you to island hop, you need to either get a COVID test for each island or be vaccinated.
that's
And
annoying. I'm iffy about the vaccination. I don't feel comfortable getting it. I'd rather just take the COVID test. Like I don't care.
My plan is to just go back if I have to. I'll just spend a week in Honolulu, which is for that island, and then I'm gonna go eventually to Maui,
Yeah,
Hawaii, etc.
that's so exciting. Yeah, I definitely want to travel this summer. We usually take a family vacation. We're not 100% sure on what we're doing, but all I know is we're going to a beach somewhere. Like we have to. I'm dying to go to the beach.
My favorite.
Yeah.
I want to do it here. I think I'm staying in New York for the rest of the summer.
Uh-huh.
Um, that's what it looks like right now, as of June 10th.
Mhm.
Um, and I want to try to go as many times as I can to the beach here. It's not the same, but I don't care. Beach is beach,
Yeah.
and that's it. Looking forward to having fun too.
Yeah. That's good. I'm sure it'll be lots of fun in Hawaii. I am excited to see the pictures and the stories.
Oh my god! But send me all the recommendations if you have any.
Yeah, I will. I have to, because that was a little while ago. 2016, what, 5 years ago? But I know there's this one little shopping strip there that's really cute on Waikiki's beach. I have to look up the name of the hotel that it's at. It's like under that hotel, but it's so nice. That's one thing I remember. And then I think we also did snorkeling when we were
You
at.
eat poke, right?
I don't think I've ever tried that.
Poke?
Yeah, no.
Really?
I
Oh
don't.
no! Didn't you try oysters the first time with me?
Yeah, I didn't like them. I couldn't do it with the texture. It was weird.
I was happy that you were willing to try.
Yeah, I wanted to because I never tried them, but I just couldn't do it.
She's like, oh.
I have, I I like ahi tuna, so I feel like I probably like poke, but I had one really bad experience with ahi tuna, and ever since then I've never eaten like raw fish like that again. So I'm kind of afraid to. Yeah.
So what do you recommend eating there?
Acai bowls. I think the seafood is pretty good. I honestly don't remember, but I all the only thing I remember we did do, because it's kind of a tradition we started, is like any new place we go to their Hard Rock Cafe, because they have like different. There's like they're a little different each one because it's in a different place. So I do remember going to that restaurant, but that's about it. I don't remember. Oh, try a mai tai. Those are
My
good.
time.
Yeah, those are good out there. um, but yeah, it'll be
I'm
fun.
curious to see the sunset.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, you're gonna love seeing that. It's so beautiful.
I'm gonna be obsessed.
You really are. I want to stay out there for like a month, like in the near future when I get to start traveling. Like like you're traveling.
You will.
I know I will. It's just all in due time.
Yeah. We should make a vision board. I need to make one.
We should, because we also need to create that retreat we were talking about.
I used to stay focused with so much things, so many things. You see my problem? That I want to do so many things.
Yeah,
I go crazy. My mind is scattered because I want to do it all, and then I need to focus on one thing at a time.
yeah, I feel that.
I need structure. Oh man, what do you want to leave our listeners with today?
I want to leave them with something that I just like talked about with another friend. I just got off the phone with her a little bit before we started our call. Um, and she was struggling with believing that more is possible for herself. So she like literally asked me, she's like, do you really think that that's possible, that like you can create your own, like your dream life? Like, do you really think that's possible? And I was just like, yes. Like, after all the things that I've like learned over the past few years, and like the things that I've just seen happen in my life, and like all that I've like learned from different people, like yes, I think it's completely possible, 100%. And I told her, I think we get so stuck in seeing life the way we're living it right now and in our past, that we think that that's all that's possible for us. And it's once you realize that your future does not have to look anything like your present or past, that it can be completely different, that you're able to start creating what it is you really want for yourself. And so I want to encourage anybody listening that is currently trying to figure out what you want to do next in your life, or let's say you have a goal or a dream that you are still holding on to but haven't started going after yet because you're letting doubt get in the way, or the imposter syndrome, and all of that stuff, or believing, not knowing if it's possible for yourself. I want to encourage you to realize that it is possible for yourself, that no matter what it is you have that you want for yourself, there's a reason you have that desire inside of you, and it's because you are meant to bring that about for yourself in your life. You're meant to bring that into fruition, and you just have to believe that it's possible for yourself, and that you can create a completely different tomorrow that has nothing to do with what your today looks like. So that is what I want to leave you with today. Okay. Just because your life has always looked the way it might look right now does not mean it has to look that way for the rest of your life. You have the power to decide what it is you want to create for yourself. And as long as you believe it's possible for yourself and you do whatever it takes to get what you want for yourself, you will eventually have it. So there
Wow, I need to hear that.
you
How am I gonna top that? I feel like that message was for me.
there you go.
I guess I want to leave you with things can coexist together: grief, happiness, confusion, joy, fun, grief, anger.
Yeah.
All of those feelings can exist at the same time. Um, just because you're going through something doesn't mean that you're not allowed to like enjoy it,
Hmm.
and you're not allowed to be happy. And just because you're happy and enjoying something doesn't mean that you're not allowed to feel a certain bad feeling about it. Um, we can experience everything at the same time, and I encourage you to feel them, to accept them. They're here for a reason. They come to show us something and to free us from something if we let it, if we realize it. So it's not about giving it power. It's more so about giving it awareness so it can come out from the darkness and free you and make you feel a lot better. So just feel all the things. Um, know that it's normal and keep going, keep swimming.
Yeah. That's very true.
Kind to yourself. Thank
Right.
you for listening. Let us know if you take the personality test. We would love to
Yeah.
know your
Let
type.
us know what it is. I love it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.